All right, so today will be our strength class, and today I'll have Pooja with me who will be demonstrating the exercises. So firstly, let's start with some tech stuff first. So if you have, you can click on the side-by-side mode, so you'll be able to see a screen as well as the my screen as well as the screen, so that you can see the live demo at the same time. Once that is done, just make sure that everyone else is muted so that there won't be any disruptions during the class. All right, everybody's got that down? And also kindly on your camera if you want me to correct any of the positions that you're in, so that I'll be able to see you doing the exercises. Okay, just a few people joining us. So if you just joined us, we're just going through some of the tech stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to spotlight Pooja, and she's going to help me with the exercises. Okay, everybody ready? Seems like everybody's ready. Okay, so for the first exercise, we will be doing some breathing work again, because breathing is extremely important. So we're gonna start off with some diaphragmatic breathing. So we've done this before last week, and we're gonna do it again. So again, place your hands here. We're gonna take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Make sure you're expanding from your ribs and your chest is not rising upwards. So you want to feel your rib cage moving upwards and outwards, and take a deep breath in, relaxing your neck muscles. So we'll be using this breathing technique throughout the exercises. Whenever you are going to exert a force, we will be breathing out through your mouth. Okay, so this part is very important. So everybody, let's take 10 breaths in and out. Go in and out, 2, in and out, 3, in and out, 4, in, out, 5. Deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, 6, in, out, 7, in, out, 8. Make sure shoulders are relaxed, in, out, 9, and last one, in and out, 10. Good job. All right, so let's start with our first exercise, which is our scapular retraction exercise. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move our shoulder blades towards each other. So if you can take a look at Pooja, so what she's going to do is bring her shoulder blades towards the middle of her spine. So without moving your elbows backwards, so keeping your elbows at neutral, you're going to feel the muscles in your upper middle back pull your shoulder blades together and downwards. We're gonna hold this position for 5 counts and release it. Okay, so everybody, let's do it together. So we're gonna draw our shoulder blades backwards and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come back and go again. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come back and go again. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come back. Make sure you're not hiking on your shoulders. Go again. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come back. Don't arch your lower back as well. Make sure lower back is in neutral as you do this. Go again. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And go push again. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax, and push back. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax, and push back. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And go again, last one, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Good, so this helps to strengthen our postural muscles that keep our shoulders in the right position. While doing this exercise, you shouldn't feel any strain on any other parts of your body apart from your upper middle back. So if you're feeling a neck strain or lower back pain, means that you're in the wrong posture and you need to correct that posture while doing this exercise. Okay, let's move on to the next exercise. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to take your umbrella or your golf club or any stick that you can find. So if you do have a golf club, that's gonna act as an extra weight that you can use. So this is similar like the previous exercise. So it's important to get a long stick if you can so that both of your hands will be connected. Yes, perfect. Okay, good. Everybody's got their stick. Right, most of you have your stick. If you don't have a stick, what you can do is just pull on a towel so that your hands can get connected. All right, everybody's got it? Okay, so similar like the previous exercise, we're going to engage a slightly different group of muscles. So now we're gonna engage the lower and the middle traps as well. So we're gonna draw the shoulder blades downwards and towards the spine. So Pooja's gonna demonstrate it going downwards and towards the spine while holding the stick. So make sure both shoulders are moving together, and we're gonna push down and go up again to neutral. And we're gonna do this 10 times. All right, so everybody has your stick overhead. Make sure your neck is in a neutral position. So you're just going to feel your shoulder blades, okay? You shouldn't feel your hand going backwards. So your hand should be in neutral. So it shouldn't be going backwards like what Pooja was demonstrating. So it should be in neutral, and you should just feel your shoulder blades going downwards and towards your spine. Okay, let's do this together. Everybody, hands above your head, and just remember to exhale and breathe through it, and remember not to arch your lower back, okay? And go, pulling downwards, shoulder blades together. 1, 2, 3, and relax. And go again, pull your shoulder blades downwards. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Go again, pull your shoulder blades downwards. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Don't let your elbows bend, and make sure your arms are not coming forwards as well. And go again. 1, 2, 3, and relax. And go again. 1, 2, 3, and relax. And try to straighten out your shoulders so that it's in a straight line. Some of you are still slightly flexing your shoulders. That's good. And go again. 1, 2, 3, and relax. And go down. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Feel your shoulder blades muscles working. You gotta get those muscles working. And go again. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Last 2 reps. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Last time, do it a good one. Straighten out your elbows and go press down. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Okay. So you should feel the ache between your shoulder blades more towards the lower end of your shoulder blades. So the first exercise was to target more towards the middle part, and the second one, you should feel it slightly lower down. Okay, so you can repeat this exercise at home with a golf club or an umbrella, and you can add some weights to it if you like. Okay, let's move on to the next exercise. So the next exercise, we will need a wall and a towel or a rubber ball or a cushion, anything that you can get access to. And basically, this is the serratus muscle exercise. So let's get the camera in a good position. Yep. So if you can find yourself against any wall, so basically we're going to do very gentle shoulder protractions into the wall while resisting against the cushion or the ball or the towel that you have. So this actually stabilizes your shoulders, and the serratus muscle can be found below, right beside your rib cage there. If Pooja can point out the area of the serratus muscle. Yes, perfect. So that's where you should feel the activation of the muscles. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go one hand at a time so that we can focus. So straighten your elbows to the front and make sure that your palm is on the same height as your shoulder. So it shouldn't be too high up and it shouldn't be too low. All right? So with the wall in front of you and the cushion, we're going to push gently into the wall by protecting your shoulder. So make sure that when your hand is extended, is that your elbows are already locked. So you're going to do a very gentle movement of pushing into the pillow. So Pooja is going to show you how it is. So if without the pillow, it's going to look like this. So it's just that forward movement. It's a very small movement. Very good. Okay, so now with the pillow, we're going to just, it's a very small movement. So it's gonna, the pillow or the cushion or the ball is gonna just provide a very gentle resistance. And we're gonna push into it one hand at a time. Okay, everybody ready? We're gonna push and hold. Ready, and push and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And go again. Push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Push and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Push and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Go again. Push and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And push and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. You should feel it in the serratus and not around your shoulders. If you feel it around the shoulders, which means that you're pushing too much with your elbows. So really focus on protracting that shoulder. It's just a gentle forward movement. All right, so let's get back into that position again. We're gonna do 3 more. And push and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Last 2. Push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And the last one, push into the towel or the pillow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Good job. You can bring your hands up to give it a good stretch a little bit over to the side, and then we're going to change over to the other hand, which is the left hand. All right, now with the other hand, let's go again. Ready positions, and we're going to go pushing into the towel and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Keep breathing through it. Go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Make sure your body is squared towards the wall and not rotated. I can see some of you are a little bit rotated, so you got to make sure that your chest is like parallel to the wall. All right, let's go again. Push in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And go. Push in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Push in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Push in again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Last 3. You're doing great. Remember to keep your elbows locked and push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Square your shoulders to the wall. Make sure your body is not rotating and don't push your body away from the wall. Last 2. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Last 1. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Good. Stretch it out a little. So with this strengthening of this muscle, it helps to prevent your shoulder blades from winging. So if you look at your shoulder blades from the back, you shouldn't be able to see the bottom or the side of the shoulder blade sticking out and winging. So if you do have this problem, it means that your serratus anterior is weak and you need to work on these muscles more. And this will help you be more stable when you're doing your push-ups, your pull-ups, and anything like that, and will decrease the likelihood of you developing shoulder pain. All right, let's move on to the next exercise. So next one we're gonna do is we're gonna do a bit of stabilization exercise with some arm movements. So again, we're going to find the wall again. And with your ball, yoga block, or a towel, we're going to gently place that behind your head. And with the chin knots that we did last week, okay, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, so basically we're going to get our chin into a neutral position as Pooja is demonstrating. So you're going to get this into a neutral position and hold that position against the wall with the cushion. So with this position, you're not allowing your chin or your neck to move so that your neck stabilizers can work while your arm is moving. So many a times at work or things that we're doing with our hands cause our neck positions to change. So that's when we put unnecessary stress on our neck, especially, now when we're working a lot from home, our hands are constantly moving, but we need to make sure that our neck stabilize the neck in that position so that we don't put that stress on our neck. So we're gonna grab our weights or your water bottle, so a light weights as well. So one in each hand, if everybody can grab your weights. And once you got that, you're gonna place the weights one in each hand. And you're gonna place the cushion behind your head as well. It can be a cushion, it can be a towel or a yoga block, anything. And do a gentle chin knot to make sure that your neck is in a neutral position. So your ear should be aligned with your shoulder and your chin should not be poking forwards. So just to give it a quick check, you can do a fist check to make sure that the distance between your chin and your collarbone is like a fist. So that's how you know your neck is in a neutral position. That's very good. Okay. So with your weights in each hand, we're going to go into an abduction. So an abduction is basically lifting your palms away from your body and bringing it up. And we're just going to bring it to 90 degrees and then coming down slowly. So do not let your hands drop down really quickly with the weights. Control every single movement. So we're not going to hold this. We're just going to hold the neck position and we're going to move the arms up and down 10 times. Are you ready? Okay. And we're going to lift up and down. Controlled movements. 1. And up and down. 2. And up and down. 3. And up and down. 4. And up and down. 5. Don't lose the position of your chin tuck and go again. Up and down. 6. Make sure you're not hiking on your shoulders as well. Shoulders should be nice and relaxed. And up and down. 7. Try to get it to 90 and up and down, 8, and up, down, 9, last one, up, down, 10. Well done. All right, let's move on to the next exercise. So the next exercise will require you to have a towel as well as your yoga mat. So we're going to practice the chin knots against the towel on our yoga mat. Or you can do this on your bed when you wake up in the morning. You just got to make sure that you're not doing it on a pillow. What you need is a small rolled up towel. So we're gonna place this towel at the base of your skull. So Pooja is gonna demonstrate. Yep, that's the area where you're gonna place the towel. So the towel cannot be too thick or too thin. So it should be the right length to make sure that you're not flexing on your shoulder, that your head is tilted up, or it shouldn't be too thin that your neck is extended. Okay, we're gonna get into those positions. Okay, so we're very gently going to bring your chin down towards your neck. And we're just going to hold that position for 5 counts. So a very gentle chin knot and just holding it there for 5 counts. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Press down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Press down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Good. So this is a good position and a good exercise to train the deep neck flexors of your neck, which helps in your neck stability. All right, so let's move on to the next exercise. So in the same position, we're going to practice a bit of pelvic tilts first, like we did the previous session, before we move on to loading with the pelvic tilt. So in the pelvic tilt, you're going to do a very gentle tilt, which is basically flattening your back against the mat. So what we don't want to do is to lift your bum off the mat to do a bridge. So we're not going to do a bridge. We're just going to do a tilt and flatten your back against the mat. Okay, so knees should be shoulder width apart. Make sure your knees are not stuck together or they're not too far apart. Okay, we're gonna hold the tilt for 5 counts and relax. So everybody in that position, make sure your knees are bent, shoulder width apart. And we're going to flatten your back against the mat and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. So make sure it's just a very gentle tilt. You should feel your glutes activating. You shouldn't be feeling like your legs are pushing your pelvis into a tilt. So you should feel the activation coming from your glutes as well as your core. Okay, and exhale as you do this. Make sure you're not holding your breath. And go, tilt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And go do a gentle tilt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Good. So now that we've practiced our pelvic tilts, we're gonna add a little bit of a challenge. So we're gonna do the pelvic tilt. And at the same time, we're just going to lift off one leg without losing that tilt. So this is going to activate your core muscles, and you need that core muscle to help you in your stability. So this is very important. That helps us with our walking, standing, and everything like that. So Pooja is just going to demonstrate 1 rep first. So we're going to hold the pelvic tilt and we're just going to lift off the left foot just slightly and then coming down again. So do not hold your breath during this exercise and do not lose the tilt. So flatten your back fully against the mat and lift off just slightly above and then bringing it down again. And we're going to hold the tilt throughout this exercise and we're going to lift our legs 10 times on each side. Okay, everybody ready? We're going to take a deep breath in, tilt the pelvis, and we're going to lift the left leg up. Keep breathing and down. That's 1, up and down, up and down, up and down. Slow and controlled movements. Make sure you're not bracing from your abdominals and make sure you're not tensing up in your stomach muscles. And down, up and down, up and down. Make sure your back is always flat. Up and down, up and down. That's good. Up and down. Good. Now let's repeat it on the right side. Keep the pelvic tilt on and lift the right leg up. 1 and down. 2 and down. Make sure knees are not going in towards each other. Keep it in a straight line. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. You want to do slow controlled movements so that you can activate your core. 6 and down. 7 and down. 8 and down. 9 and down. Last one. 10 and relax. Well done. Next exercise will be slightly challenging. So in the same position, we're just going to do a gentle curl up. So in order to do a curl up, we're not going to do a full sit-up, but we're just going to activate our core stabilizers as well as a bit of our superficial abdominal muscles. So what we need to do is we need to do a chin tap to make sure that our chin is nice and secured. And then we're going to do a gentle curl up. But before we do that, we need to make sure that our core is tight, our back is flat against the mat, and then we're going to do a very gentle curl up by lifting off the upper back just about there, as Pooja is demonstrating, and then slowly lowering down. So we're not going to let it drop back down on the floor. We're just going to control all the movements smoothly and nicely. All right, so for this exercise, you can make sure you can put your feet together or you can put your feet apart, but you just have to make sure that they're not too far apart. Okay, so we're going to start. So make sure your chin is in a good position and we're going to do 10 curls up. All right, and go. Exhale and go 1 and down. So don't let your chin come forward. Make sure your chin is nice and tucked and make sure your back is flat on the ground and up. 2 and down. Good. Up. 3 and down. Make sure you're not bracing. Exhale throughout the exercise and up. 4 and inhale. And up. 5 and down. Up. 6. Don't lose the chin tap and down. 7 and down. 8 and down. Last 2 exercise. 9 and down. Last one. 10 and down. Good job. All right, we're reaching the last exercise for today. So we can grab our resistance band and we're gonna loop the resistance band, or if you have a stocking, you can just loop it around the top of your knee. So like Pooja is doing. So make sure the resistance band is nice and tight. We don't want it too loose. So it's just gonna give you a little bit of resistance. So Pooja is going to demonstrate the exercise that we're going to do. So basically we're going to do a bridge, and we're going to activate our hip abductors as well, just by pushing gently into the resistance band. So we're not going to open the hips all the way. We're just going to push into a slight abduction. So opening the hips slightly to shoulder width apart. So your resistance band should be tight enough to give you slight resistance when your knees are shoulder width apart. And while you're doing the bridge, you should feel your back that is nice and firm, like it's flat and your back is not arching upwards. So do a pelvic tilt and then bring your glutes up by pushing down into your heels, as Pooja is demonstrating. Good. All right, are we ready? Let's get ourselves into those positions. So bend your knees. And we're going to push up into a bridge and pushing up and pushing outwards into our resistance band as well. And go down. Good. And up, 2, and down. And up, 3, and down. Up, 4, down. Up, 5, down. Up, 6, down. Up, 7, down. Up, 8, down. Keep breathing. Up, 9, down. Last one. Good job, everyone. And go up, 10, and calm down. Great. So that's all the exercises that we have for you today. So you can practice these exercises at home as well. It is important that you do these exercises slowly and not quickly to make sure that you're getting the right positions, the right postures, and using the right muscles. So most of the time, we want to make sure that we're activating our small muscles correctly, so that in any movement that we do, we want to make sure that we're getting in the right postures.